Hey folks, let's see. Heading out to the garden right now, and yeah, we got something new out here. Well, new for my website, and a new little project to introduce everybody to, and that's this little polytunnel, this high tunnel. I built a few of these about 10-15 years ago when we had the market garden out here in the field. And they were about like 50 feet long. This one's less than half. So this one's it's 20 feet long. You can just count it every 4 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections here. So 6 sets of these ribs that are made from PVC electrical conduit, and they're just sticking on top of a piece of 2-foot rebar that's pounded into the ground. So you get the rebar set up 11 feet across, and every 4 feet down in a straight line. You dig a little trench out, get the dirt set aside, and then eventually put some rollout on we got a little wind today, so I wouldn't be doing this on a windy day, but roll out the plastic on the side and get it up and over, and then you bury one edge and you bury the other edge, and then as the plastic comes to the end walls, you tuck it over. You bring the plastic all the way down, and you sandwich it between some boards. I'll get a video showing that process. To keep some rigidity to this, there's flexibility. So as like the wind comes, this moves a bit. This isn't meant to survive hurricane weather or like a 3-foot snowstorm. But I mean, honestly, we haven't really had like crazy winters. And if we get a good amount of snow, great. But if we get like a foot or less or so, like it's going to be something that I can easily sheet off and kind of shovel the edges and keep it from collapsing. Up at the top, there's a ridge line. That's it's just these clove hitch nuts that are just at the top, and they're spaced out 4 feet apart to keep those ridges, and then the line comes down here to a little post with a little trucker's hitch here, which is basically like a little bow line, and you tie it off with a couple half hitches, and that keeps the tension on it from end to end. The walls they're not crazy rigid, but they're good enough. And there's gonna be one access door down here. I don't really need to build another access door on the other end because I got a fence at the other end, and you really only need to get in from one side. But this is going to offer a lot of protection. So the row covers will be there as well. The row covers have been on these crops, and I took the row covers off this just to get a good look at them and everything. But the row covers have been on these spinaches and carrots and beet greens and Swiss chard and lettuces and parsley. Oh my God, and tons of radishes and onions, green onions, scallions. They've been on there protecting them from the harsh winds. As right now it's November 3rd, and it's about time to start thinking about getting a bit of plastic over here before the ground's frozen. I mean, really, that's the limitation. That's how far can we push this and wait before putting something up? It's really when the ground freezes. So yeah, come on, I'm gonna do a few more videos. This is just like an initial setup. I've got it to this stage, and really, this wasn't even like a whole day's work. Even waking up this morning and building that, I had that done in a few hours. And so here's the thing. I'm thinking, not a lot of people are okay with framing things and stuff like that, but a family could totally do this together. And if I build the end walls as a kit, where you just buy the 2 end walls, they're pre-put together, and then you kind of follow through a series of videos and assemble it yourself. You buy the EMT, the PVC pipes and the little 90-degree angles there at the top. We make a shopping list, and if you want it to be 20 feet long, this is the materials that you buy. If you want it to be 50 feet long, these are the materials that you buy. But maybe the hard part of building the end walls is something that you buy from me, and you take it home, you get it set up. I mean, really, in a day without a lot of wind, you can have this thing set up in your backyard, and I mean, just it's a lot of space. In the spring, you can start seedlings in here. You know, you could even run like a electrical cord from the house, and maybe even set up a little table on the inside and put some heat mats too. If you know, there's a lot of possibilities. Now, you know, watering. I do have a hose out here, and you know, I'm not going to leave that connected to the house. I don't want that to freeze. But you know, during the day, I'll come out, hook it up, bring that hose on the inside. I intentionally have a black hose so that black hose heats up all day long, so that by the time I get home in the evening, the water line's clear and I can hook it up, water these during the day, and yeah. And the thing is also, once this gets covered with plastic, you know, I don't have to water it every day, every couple days. You know, really, it's probably just going to be about like once a week or so. Yeah, I'm excited to be able to offer something new, something different, to some like-minded folks who want to grow veggies, you know, all year long. This is the secret to having like winter veggies. So yeah, more to come. Take care.